This is a part of the First Time Traveler series, and in this short video, we are going to discuss getting your first assignment. So when we're looking for assignments, I typically ask my travelers, when they want to go, when they want to start their first one. So when we look for assignments, we are always looking probably 4 to 5 weeks out from your target start date. Any longer, and hiring managers, as you can imagine, they want to hire people yesterday. They've got a serious need and they don't really want to wait too much longer than that 4 to 5 week window. So that's really our sweet spot. And the other side, we don't want to book it too short because we've got compliance to do. That is probably the least fun part of anything that you will do as a traveler, which I'll go over here in a minute. But we want to make sure we allot enough time for that to be completed. So again, 4 to 5 weeks out is when you're not going to have that conversation really about landing your first assignment. Other things we got to take into consideration is any kind of licensing that we need by state, making sure that we've got enough time and that we're making a plan to go places where you're already licensed. I know some of the people I work with in some modalities don't have state licensing requirements, so it doesn't really affect them as much. So we will start to form a plan. We will look at geography, where you want to go. We're going to look at our interactive jobs map. I'm going to have you go on there and click things that you're interested in, and then I'll get an email, and then we can sit down and discuss where we want to submit. So when we submit to facilities in travel, I will put you forward to as many facilities as you are willing to go. So anytime I submit you, we're going to assume that if you get a contract there, you're more than happy to accept it and move forward. So we'll want to submit you to as many facilities as you're interested in. That may be 1, that might be 20. We kind of put it in because, some facilities are certainly more responsive than others, and I can certainly coach you on that. So we have some facilities that I know will extend offers within a matter of hours. I have other facilities where you might sit there for, 2 or 3 weeks and we may never hear anything. And just in my experience, I'm going to kind of guide you on what those facilities are and those potential pitfalls. So we submit you. Getting you the job is typically the easy part, right? So, first time travelers, maybe it takes a little bit longer, maybe an extra couple of days than it might take, a seasoned traveler. So you land your first contract, right? You have an interview with the facility. They will immediately offer you the position. And at that time, we'll go through, we'll put together the pay package, you accept, right? So then you're going to get a DocuSign by email with your contract, with all the terms in it, your pay package, any requested time off that you have. Once you sign that agreement, that's when the fun really begins. So this is what I'm kind of alluding to with credentialing. So every hospital is different. Every hospital has different credentialing requirements. So we are going to assign you your own credentialing specialist. That person's sole mission, get you compliant for that hospital in time for you to start. So they're going to help you with the heavy lifting. They're scheduling your drug screen, your physical. They're scheduling, any boosters that you might need. They're going to help you get your paperwork together, get your documents in order. Any modules the hospital might need you to complete, they're going to send you and they're going to follow up with you. Even with that help with the heavy lifting, I'm just going to warn you right now, credentialing is not fun. So put your blinders on, get those things done one at a time. First time, always the hardest, always the most information to gather. Once you get through that first credentialing process and your first assignment, smooth sailing. Things are much easier, on your second assignment and onward because we have a lot of stuff on file. It's going to make your life much easier, and it won't be as burdensome as the first time around. But you've been warned. Just part of the process, like going to the dentist. Nobody likes to do that. So your credentialing person, after you sign your contract, typically they're going to reach out to you, and I'd say 48 to 72 hours, introduce themselves, give you a list of things, documents to get together, schedule that lab work. So we try to allow, 2 to 3 weeks for credentialing. Sometimes in crisis situations, obviously we've got COVID going on. A lot of hospitals are doing truncated compliance, which means that the list of items needed is much shorter. I will let you know if this is a crisis position and if we can do shorter deployments. And a lot of times those can be anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks out as opposed to 3 to 4 weeks out. So something to keep in mind and something we can certainly discuss. So fast forward, after we get through credentialing, usually about a week before, you're going to be introduced to your payroll person. That person's going to send you all the information you need on keeping your time cards, how to do that, making your elections for benefits, so on and so forth. And then usually the Friday before you start, once you're cleared with compliance, the hospital will send you what is called the FDI, first day instructions. And those are going to tell you everything you need. Scrub color that you need to wear, where to report to, whom to report to, what time. So all that information will be given to you right before you start, which obviously makes your first day at your travel assignment much easier. And we try to take that burden, off you that, where do I go? What am I supposed to do? So that's how it goes. And then you'll start your assignment. And then typically at that point, usually about halfway through your assignment, you and I are going to reconnect and talk about either extending your contract, which a lot of times happens, that offer's on the table. So if things are going well, hospital likes you, you like them. A lot of times they'll offer to extend you. I've had, travelers on assignment for a year at the same facility. I got other travelers that after 13 weeks, they don't care how good it is. They're out of there. They just want to go somewhere else, which is cool. So we'll discuss that. So talk about either extending on your current assignment, or we'll start looking for your next assignment and making that game plan and submitting you, and rinse and repeat the same process over. So that's pretty much it as far as getting you that first assignment and what that process looks like. Of course, if you have additional questions, we can always discuss. Feel free to schedule a call with me. And as always, thank you for watching this video series.